So, yeah, if right now, am I audible and visible to everyone? Okay. So in this session, we'll discuss. First of all, I just want to let me confirm you that we have discussed in previous class about the branches of economics, and we have done some MCQs questions regarding the branches of economy. But we have just already done the secondary concept that on economy. So in this class, we'll discuss some questions about the economy, right? So just come and share this session to everybody who are preparing, or you can say, or who is going to prepare, who is going to prepare for coming examination regarding SSSC. Okay, so let's start the session from the question number first. What is the study of economics concerned with? Allocation of resources, production of goods and services, distribution of income, and all of the above. So question is asking actually the definition of economics, right? The question is asking regarding the definition of economics. What is the meaning of economics? It is only the allocation of resources, or the production of goods and services, or the distribution of income. So in the first class, I have explained the exact meaning of economics in depth manner, right? So in the study of economics, we allocate the resources for the manufacturing of goods and services, or you can say to satisfy our need and wants. So whatever the need and wants that we have, if we want to satisfy these need and wants, then you need to have resources. If I just want to write on the board, so I need a resource marker to write, right? If I just want to write on the board, you have a digital board. It means these all the things which you have, this is all the resources, the resources which can be used. Anything that can be used, that will be included in resources, right? So after using these resources, we produce goods and services also. And after the person who used to produce goods and services in the firm or any company, then it will be distributed income towards to them. Now, so we can say, so these all parts studied in the part of economics. So all of the above will be your right answer. So this will be your right answer, all of the above. Am I clear to everyone? Clear to everybody? So now come to the next question. What is the fundamental problem of economics? How to produce, what to produce, or for whom to produce visitors arrived, or all of the above? So I have explained these three concepts. I have explained to you three concepts in our previous classes. Every central problem, every country have a three basic central problem, have to face them, and this is a challenge for the countries, right? So each and every country have these three basic central problem of an economy. The first one is that whom to produce, sorry, how. First one is the how to, for what to produce. Here any firm decides then which goods need to produce, right? We should produce more of capital goods, or we should produce more of consumer goods, right? So in this problem, what to produce, these are the this is the basic problem of production of goods and services, right? The basic second problem of any economy that comes, that is how to produce. So in the first problem, if we have decided that which product we should produce in our economy, which is the better, which make better to the towards to the economy, right? So what you have written exactly. So the basic second problem is what, that by using of which technology these goods must be produced, right? So in the second problem, how to produce, we decide the problem of technology, right? So in the how to produce, we decide the problem of technology, that which technology we use to produce these goods and services. Like first you can see there is two basic problems. The first one is labor intensive technology, and the second one is what, in these problems second one is what, capital intensive technology. So what we need to discuss here, that in labor, if any firm or if you can say any economy is using labor intensive technology for the production of goods and services, it means they use more of labor and less of machinery for the production, or you can say for the manufacturing of goods. Clear? Am I clear to everyone? If any firm is using lot of labor for the production of goods and services, then we can say it is labor intensive technology, and the economy which use this technology have a good employment opportunity in the economy, right? Now the second one is capital intensive technology. Capital intensive technology means what? If any economy is using lot of, or you can say many of machines, several machines, many of machines technology, and using less of labor, so these economy included in the capital intensive technology for the goods and services. Understood to you? If any economy is using lot of machines technology for the production of goods and services, then it will be included in your capital intensive technology. It means it will impact the impact the employment level of the economy, right? So how it will impact? If you use lot of capital, or you can say lot of machines in your economy, so definitely unskilled workers will be unemployed. So definitely the distribution of income towards to the unemployed people will be less. So it will impact the demand of an economy and have a less money supply towards to the unemployed people. So the basic third problem will come for whom to produce. It means here the section of here the choice of section of society, choice of section of consumer, because every country have a three section of society. The first one is poorer section, and then the second one is above poorer, or you can say middle section, and the third one is richer section. So here the choice of consumer, it means which goods produce for the which section, right? If some section wants to have luxury cars, some sections have a wants to have a normal bicycle, or some section wants to have a normal cycle. So every section have some different wants. So how we can manage these sections of this choice of consumers wants? This will become in the problem of for whom to produce, for whom to produce, for whom to produce. So we can say these three problems are the basic problem of any economy, right? So this will become your right answer, the all of the above. Let me confirm if I am clear to you all. Am I clear to everyone? Okay, now let's move to the another question. What is the term for the study of individual economic units? Macroeconomics, microeconomics, econometrics, or you can say none of the above. What is the term for the study of individual economic units? It's macro, micro, econometrics, or none of the above. Tell me the answer. Individual economic units. Some questions will study very basic, and after that we'll study some like little bit harder, and some questions will discuss more than harder, right? So we'll discuss in microeconomics, that I have already told you. Every individual, if we are discussing every individual unit, that will be included in the microeconomics. Now the next question is, what is the term for the study of economy as a whole? If we are studying economy as a whole, in which term we study? Macroeconomics, microeconomics, econometrics, or none of the above? So I have cleared each and everything in regards of the branches of economics and the economy or the economic activities. So I hope you can definitely differentiate these all the terms, because the first concept I have, first 3 to 4 classes I have just explained all the basic terms of economics. Still have more terms still remaining, but definitely we'll discuss in further classes. But whatever that I have discussed, only just because of that concepts I'm asking these questions, right? So it will become for the, if we are studying economy as a whole, that will be included in the macroeconomics, right? Am I clear, everybody? So let's move to the another question. Who is considered the father of modern economics? Adam Smith, Karl Marx, John Maynard Keynes, and Alfred Marshall. Okay, just tell me, who is considered the father of modern economics? Here the question is asking for father of modern economics. Father of modern economics. Who will be considered the father of modern economics? Adam Smith, Karl Marx, John Maynard Keynes, or the Alfred Marshall? So as you know, Adam Smith in 1776, he has written a book, that is the Wealth of Nation, and he introduced the microeconomics. He introduced microeconomics. He introduced microeconomics, right? So Adam Smith will, that is why Adam Smith will known as a father of modern economics and the father of microeconomics, right? So father of microeconomics is Adam Smith, and if the question is asking father of modern economics, then it will again father of, is also called father of modern economics, right? So father of modern economics will be also included in microeconomics and Adam Smith, right? So this will be your right answer, Adam Smith. Now the second one is Karl Marx. Who is the Karl Marx? Karl Marx, you know, he introduced the socialism theory, right? As you all know, he introduced the socialism theory. Karl Marx. Who is this? Is Karl Marx. Karl Marx introduced a socialism theory, right? After unfavoring the theory of capitalist by which has been introduced by Adam Smith, right? Who is the John Maynard Keynes? He is also economist. And who is John Maynard Keynes? He is the father of macroeconomics. John Maynard Keynes called as the father of macroeconomics, right? Father of macroeconomics, right? If the question is asking for whole economics, then then answer will be Adam Smith. If the question is asking for the modern economics, then again it will be answer. You should answer that Adam Smith. And if the question is asking who is considered for the father of microeconomics, then again it will be included. You should name the Adam Smith, right? So this will be your right answer. Now come to the next question. What is the concept of opportunity cost? That I have already explained this basic concept. What is the meaning of opportunity cost? The cost of producing one more unit of a good, the cost of choosing one option over another, or the cost of producing all units of good. or the none of the above? So answer this question. Answer this question. What is the concept of opportunity cost? The cost of producing one more unit of a good. Tell me fast. So just tell me. I just want to tell you one thing. What did you mean by opportunity cost? First, that you need to understand this concept. What do you mean by opportunity cost? Here, word is itself indicating that opportunity cost. Here, this word opportunity is self-indicating itself indicating the exact meaning of opportunity cost. It means if you want to have any best alternative, again what I'm asking, if you want to have any best alternative, then definitely you have to sacrifice something to gain that unit, or you can say to have that best alternative. Again what I'm saying, if you want to have the best alternative for you, then definitely you have to sacrifice that particular backed unit, right? This is what opportunity cost, right? If anybody's want is if anybody's again I'm just uh, selecting the same example as I have explained in your classes, previous classes. So again, if you have selected in government exam and right now you are in the job profile in private sector. So if definitely if you have selected in government job, then what you will do you will just choose the best alternative, which is government job, and you will resign from the private job. So it means what, you have sacrificed the private job for the choosing of best alternative, that is government job. This is what opportunity cost, right? So the cost of choosing one option over another, the cost of producing all units of a good, or the cost of producing one more unit of a good. So this will be your right answer. The cost of choosing one option over another. It means you are sacrificing the another option and choosing the another option, right? Am I clear to everyone? Clear? So now let's move to the another question. What is the law of diminishing marginal utility? What is the meaning of diminishing marginal utility? I think mhm, it's can okay. Just tell me. What do you mean by diminishing marginal utility? What do you mean by diminishing marginal utility? Okay. Again, I think I have to just tell you this answer. Let's I just explain what is the meaning of marginal. So I have already explained in my previous class that what is the meaning of marginal. Marginal means what? Any additional, meaning what? Any additional unit, or you can say any change in the unit. Changes, it means if anyone is eating, or you can say if anyone is producing 100 units, so if he wants to produce one more additional unit, then the one extra unit that you have produced, that means it is a marginal unit. Again, I am saying marginal means what? One extra unit that you have produced, the additional unit, or you can say the change in the units. So how much units of there is change? Only 1 units. So that change in the unit will be called as a marginal. Okay. Now what is the meaning of diminishing? Diminishing, what is the meaning of diminishing? Just we have to break these three words, and then we should need to understand what is the meaning of diminishing. Diminishing means what? Decreasing. Diminishing means what? Decreasing. Right? Now the third word is utility. The third word is what? Utility. Utility means what? Utility means it is the power of satisfying from any commodity. Let's I just take an example to make you understand this concept in easier manner. For example, if you are watching any movie and you went in a cinema to watch any movie, right? For watching movie, and you spending something to watch that movie, right? So whatever the satisfaction you are getting, by watching this movie, that satisfaction, it is a utility. That satisfaction you are getting, this is what? Utility. Again, utility, we can say it is a power. It is a power from which satisfy from any commodity. Like if electricity, if you are just able to see lights, so from which power light is coming? That is what? Current, electricity. So if you are getting satisfaction, so by which power you are getting satisfaction? From anything. If you are doing anything and you are getting satisfaction, so from which power you are getting this satisfaction? This power is known as utility. Am I clear to you? This power is known as what? Utility. So utility means, what? If you have a any power, if you are talking about any power, this means what? This is what? Utility. Am I clear to you? Am I clear to everybody? So this is what means utility. So utility is different thing. You can also say utility means satisfaction. Utility means satisfaction. So whatever you are getting the satisfaction, we can say it is a utility we are getting. So in general terms, we use these satisfaction words, but in economical terms, we use utility for the against the satisfaction word. Clear? Marginal cost, again the additional cost incurring for the production of any units. If you want to produce any additional if you want to produce any additional unit of goods, then definitely the cost incurred for the production of these goods, additional goods, so the cost will be called as marginal cost, right? If there is any difference, any change, any additional, that will be included for the marginal, right? So we can say, now we have to explain this all the concept diminishing of marginal utility. Diminishing of marginal utility means if you are the same thing you are doing, if you are same thing you are doing, or you can say same product you are eating. Like if you are very much hungry, and you just starting eating food, so what you will getting? The first satisfaction will be much higher, right? The first satisfaction will be much higher. It means you will get lot of satisfaction when you will eat first unit of that particular food, right? But after, again you will eat, again additional unit you will eat. So after the additional of many units, you are getting the satisfaction, but comparatively from the initial level, your satisfaction will going on decreasing. Again, marginal means additional. If you use any additional unit of goods and services, or you are eating, if you are eating any additional unit, then the satisfaction derived from the any additional unit, the satisfaction will be coming from, or you can say are deriving from additional commodity will goes on decreasing, right? If you have a new car now, today you have purchased a new car, definitely you will be more happier, more happiest of the day for you. But as the time will pass, definitely your satisfaction will goes on decreasing, gradually it will goes on decreasing. So this is what marginal diminishing of marginal utility, diminishing of marginal utility means every additional from unit you will get the less and less utility. This is what the diminishing of marginal utility. So we can say that as the quantity of a good increases, the marginal utility decreases. As the quantity of good decreases, the marginal utility increases. If as the quantity of good increases, the marginal utility remains constant, or none of the above. So now you can answer this question. As the quantity we use more and more, it means if the quantity we are using more and more, then definitely marginal utility goes on decreasing, marginal utility goes on decreasing, right? Goes on decreasing. So this will be your right answer. Am I clear? This question has been asked in your SSC CGL examination. Am I clear with the whole concept of diminishing of marginal utility? Okay. Now come to the next question. What is the concept of scarcity? What is the concept of scarcity? Just answer this question that I have already explained in my previous class. What is the concept of scarcity? The excess of wants over available resources, or the excess of available resources over wants, or you can say the equality of wants and available resources, or the none of the above. Just tell me the answer, the meaning of scarcity, and then we'll discuss that why this scarcity arises, why we have the problem of scarcity. And just because of this scarcity, we are studying the subject of economics, just only from this word, just because of this word we are studying the subject of economics. Just tell me. Hmm. Okay, now first of all we need to understand this concept, excess of wants to available resources, right? So why scarcity arises? As you know, resources are having two types. Resources having the first one is economic resources, and the second one is what? Non-economic resources. Non-economic resources which is availability of non-economic resources are in unlimited manner, unlimited manner, right? So non-economic resources having the unlimited manner. But if you talk about the economic resources, non-economic, for example, sunlight, water, this is all the resources, but it is in unlimited in manner. That is why we include these resources in the non-economic part of resources. Now if we talk about the economic resources like cloth, or we are using any goods and services in our daily life, that all resources included in the economic resources, right? Whatever the things we are using in our daily life for to satisfying our need and want, then it will be included in economic resources. Like any cloth if we are using, if any food we are using, if we are money we are using in our daily life, these all are the types of resources. For which type? Economic resources. And these all are limited in nature. These all are limited in nature. right? So these resources are limited in nature. That is why we are studying the economics. Why? Because these resources are limited, but in regards of comparison, if we see, we have unlimited wants towards these resources. If I am eating food today, then again my want will be again for tomorrow to eating these foods, right? Again for day after tomorrow. So this will going on for the whole life. So that is why we can say these resources are limited in nature in regards of, we see, unlimited wants and need, right? Is unlimited need and wants. So to compromise these need and wants in regards of these resources, or you can say to, for the compensation, for the allocation of these resources, that how can we make these resources to allocate so that we get a maximum satisfaction by the using of these resources. So that is why we need to have a study of economics. So scarcity means the excess of wants. Scarcity means the excess of wants over the available resources. So whatever the available resources that we have, it is less than excess of wants. That's why A will be your right answer. Am I clear to everyone? What is the meaning of scarcity? If you have a limited resources in regards of, or you can say limited resources in regards of unlimited wants and need and wants, right? Now the next question is what is the term for the study of relationship between inputs and output? Production theory, consumption theory, cost theory, or you can say none of the above. What is the relation? Again question is asking, what is the term for the study of relationship between inputs and outputs? Production theory, consumption theory, cost theory, or you can say none of the above. Tell me. Study of relationship between inputs and outputs. So we study this whole concept in production theory, as I have just already told you. In the microeconomics, we we use these three we use to study three behavior. The first one is consumer behavior. In which we study all the concepts like demands, elasticity of demand, consumer equilibrium, marginal utility, total utility. These all concepts will study we study in the consumer behavior. The second one is what? Producer behavior. Now what the producer do? Producer does the production of goods and services. So now we study here for the input and output, how much input must be aligned to production of these output. Again we study the theory of cost, we study the theory of supply, theory of revenue, right? So now the third one is what? Market behavior. Where? Market behavior. What is the market behavior? Where consumer and producer meets at a place. The place will be called as market. So we'll study about the market behavior. In market behavior we'll study about the forms of market, how the prices are determined in the different type of market, what type of market are there, and how can we achieve the equilibrium of market, equilibrium quantity, equilibrium price. So this all the concepts will study in the microeconomics. That is why we can say this production theory will be studied, means the relationship between input and output. So whatever the input you will apply, or you can say the input will incurred, from this input you will get a output, right? If you will lot of production, sorry, lot of raw materials you will use, definitely you will get lot of output. If you will use less of raw material, then definitely you will get less of output. So it is totally dependency, dependency of relationship between inputs and output that will be discussed in production theory, right? Am I clear to everyone? Just let me confirm if I am clear to everybody. So these all concepts will discuss in production theory. Now come to the next question. What is the concept of economic efficiency? What is the concept of economic efficiency? The optimal allocation of resources, the maximum production of goods and services, or you can say the minimum cost of production, or the none of the above, or the none of the above. Answer fast. Now what the question is asking, what is the concept of economic efficiency? It means, if you, not only for economics, if any subject, if anything, any topic, any resources, if anything is having the word efficiency, talking about the word efficiency, it means it is talking about the proper utilization. It is talking about the proper utilization of resources, right? Again I am just telling you, resources means what? Everything that you are able to see, that you are able to use, these all the things are resources. This marker is resource, this camera is resource, this board is resource, this board is resource. I am also a resource because I am teaching you to satisfy your need and wants of your study, to satisfy your for your government exam preparation. So it means what? Whatever you are using to satisfy your need and wants, that will become as a resource. So what is the economic efficiency? So we can say the optimal allocation of resources, the maximum production of goods and services, the minimum cost of production, the none of these above, none of the above. So if we're talking about the efficiency, that definitely will include the word optimal allocation of resources. So what is the meaning of optimal allocation? Optimal allocation means the proper utilization, the exact utilization, the maximum utilization of resources. If you are able to make 100 pieces of sweet from 1 liter of milk, if you are able to produce, or you can say make 100, maximum 100 sweets from the 1 liter of milk, then it means it is the maximum quantity that we can that you can use that you can use 1 liter milk to make 100 sweets. This is the maximum capacity. But if you are producing, or if you are able to make up just only you are making 70 or 80 units of sweet from 1 liter milk, then definitely we can say this is having a less efficiency of resources. You are not utilize the proper resources. Am I clear now? So if we talk about the resources, so it must be utilized properly, it must be allocated properly, and it must be used in a optimized manner. Means proper utilization, fully utilization, maximum utilization, right? So this what means the fully allocation of resources, optimal allocation of resources. In the if the further, if you have an option regarding that like fully utilization of resources, then again you can answer this question, fully utilization, right? The maximum production of goods and services, again here it is not mentioned how much inputs you are using. Here the question is just option is saying the maximum production of goods and services. This is not the exact answer until or unless that you have been given by using of this much of resources, right? Here just making the optimal allocation of resources, that is the exact meaning of economic efficiency. That is the exact meaning of economic efficiency. Now come to the next question. Okay, we have done, I think. Okay, we have done. So this is all about this today's class. So if you are a new candidate in my class, so you can join my Telegram channel so that you can get all the updates regarding any classes. And you can also, if you are new on this channel, you can subscribe to our channel so that you can get all the classes of updates of all the classes from of the different faculties. So this is my Telegram channel, that is Abhishek Sir Official. Abhishek Sir Official. You can join this Telegram channel. After all, you will getting this all the PPT PDF that I have discussed in this class, and also you will get this PDF in the comment box. You will be given a link to download this PDF, right? So again, you can also download our Careerwill app. You will get a lot of free things, free mock test, lot of things that you will get in our Careerwill app. So let's meet in the another class. Thank you so much. Hope so I have cleared each and every concept in the easiest manner. And again, we'll meet in next class. Thank you so much. Take care. Jai Hind.